What Happens in the Woods is a true crime podcast. We discuss events that are often violent in nature. Listeners' discretion is advised.
Welcome to WTF Wednesday, half an hour of true crime stories. It's the finest in fuckery. Now here is your host, Jess, with true crime stories that'll make you say, what the fuck?
Oh, hello, and welcome back, my friends, to WTF Wednesday. You have made it halfway through your week, and we are here to reward you with some true crime stories that will leave you saying, what the fuck? So joining Bryce and I today, making her Season 5 debut, we have Mara.
Hello, motherfucker.
Hello, everyone.
So sweet and innocent. And back with us, we have Olivia.
Oh, you're not going to sing it?
It's not to the good part.
Yeah, he usually doesn't sing till the end.
Hello.
And, of course, we have Cass with her fun facts.
We don't give a fuck, give a fuck, give a fuck, fuck.
Hi, everyone. Hello.
You know, I realize that you don't have a theme song.
I do.
Oh, well, where's yours?
Welcome.
No, that's mine.
That doesn't count.
I don't know. I haven't found a good one yet. I don't know.
Oh,
He hasn't vibed with anything.
Yeah.
that's, I guess, a task for Season 6.
Yeah, I think we need to ask the audience.
Yeah, send in some suggestions for what Bryce's intro theme should be.
Don't worry about it. I'll go on Fiverr and find one.
You're ruining all the fun. I want to hear some suggestions, so you can send those in.
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
All right. Are we all ready to get into some fuckery this week?
Yes.
Absolutely.
I think so.
All right. Let's do it, shall we?
Hey, before you get this party started with that sexy new hairdo you got going
Oh,
on
Jesus
over there,
Christ.
do tell us your fuckery.
All right.
No?
Let's
Do
travel.
Do tell us.
Do
Do
tell
tell.
you? Okay. Let's travel to Italy for our first WTF. It was recently found that a 70-year-old man had a hoard of over 100,000 stolen items, which no one would have suspected him to have. Authorities in North Italy say the man had over $6.3 million worth of diamond watches, jewelry, and other items like rare coins, things like that he had been amassing over the past 20 years with no one the wiser.
20 years.
Wow.
20 years.
Okay.
So
That's
in his
different
50s.
I believe like when I get old, I'm just going to start stealing shit for no reason because they'd be like, oh, that's an old guy.
That's what I was going to say, though.
Yeah, so he actually is not the thief. So apparently the man
Oh.
had been purchasing the items from thieves and burglars, not actually taking the items
Oh,
himself.
that takes the fun out of it.
Right. I'm not really sure why, but police were surveilling the home after seeing multiple people come and go like suspiciously. Again, no point of reference for what constitutes suspicious activity, but I don't know. It's a small area in Italy. Maybe they just have nothing going on there. I don't know. The man had no previous criminal history at all. He lived a, quote unquote respectable life. And as far as I can tell, he's not been named and he's not been caught. So while they infiltrated his home, they actually have not caught this man to get this figured out. So the items taken amounted to 1.65 tons in weight, and they were found hidden across the man's 4 homes, in cellars and safe deposit boxes, just, out. And the Italian police have listed everything on a website to try and reconnect the items with their former owners. So far, about $600,000 worth of the items have been returned to where they belonged.
So this guy is actually like He's probably tricking everybody, and he's like the Godfather. He's employed all these thieves to go take stuff.
Maybe.
He's got you guys all fooled just because he's an old man.
I mean, I don't discredit that whatsoever. It's quite possible. I find it odd that he's not had any criminal history, and all of a sudden in his 50s, he just bring me your jewels and your
just
thievery things.
Kaiser Sosa'd everybody.
He really did. Yeah.
I mean, that's really a real midlife crisis, I think.
I mean, it could be.
You needed
Isn't
some
that the
fun.
best time? Like you're done working. You need some other shit to do.
Well, and the thing too is they really couldn't say where he had the money to be able to afford this. Like this man supposedly was on a pension. You don't get paid that much on a pension. So how are you buying these stolen things off of people? 'Cause even if they're desperate to sell it and get rid of it, and they just want to get rid of it and get some money, it is going to cost you some money. And at the rate where you have accrued these things, $6.3 million worth of things.
Yeah, I retired in the wrong country.
Apparently.
I should retire in Italy.
You haven't retired yet.
I could be.
You're not, though.
What? So I'd be retiring in the wrong country.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, maybe.
I'm retired. I'm retired in the wrong country.
We're all retired in the wrong country. If we can live in a northern Italian town.
I mean, there are like those towns in Italy that are like, we'll pay you to move here.
Oh, for sure.
There was something going around that there's like you could buy a house in Italy for $1.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the towns they're so that like the elderly population has moved on, and so there's no like these things are just empty.
Yeah.
I heard it's happening in Japan too.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't hear any of this.
Sign me up.
Yeah, let's go buy a house in Italy.
I've seriously considered it.
I just don't know
Vacation
how.
home.
Well, I mean, it could be.
These houses need a lot of
They
work.
need a lot of work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Live my
You know
best.
my dreams? Buy a fixer-upper.
Right. I mean, we could Joanna Gaines that shit.
We literally could.
This
We
is literally the entire plot of Under the Tuscan Sun.
I mean, 100%.
Joanna, if you're out there.
Oh, I was thinking about Japan.
Yeah,
Japan.
It's
both.
very expensive
Why
to
not?
live there, though.
But bullet trains.
But Japan.
Bullet trains.
With the food.
I'm not
But the
gonna lie. The food
shopping.
would be great. Yeah, I still am on the fence about going, but
I want to go.
I'm sorry. I
do,
don't.
but I don't. Like, I can't learn a different language. I can barely speak English. And having to learn another language and then butchering it while speaking to a native, like, person from that place.
It does feel very disrespectful.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
there's so many customs in, like, Japan and, like, China and stuff that, like, you're considered disrespectful if you don't do it. And so, like,
I'm sure you'll learn
Just
real
gotta
quick.
research.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's just scary because I don't want to, like, disrespect anybody because I came to their place.
Oh yeah. I
Live and learn.
I do think though that the Japanese, I mean, they are welcoming, and I do think that there probably are a lot of Japanese that speak English that would be able to help, like, guide people who come. Like, I'm sure that there are ways to go about that. So
Actually, once I saw a video where this guy like got lessons in Japanese, like help with like the tea etiquette and stuff.
Right,
like
yeah.
like they have classes or whatever.
There's
Yeah.
also exchanges. Like you could teach people Japanese and they could teach you, or you teach people English and they could teach you Japanese.
yeah.
There's a lot of people. That's how a lot of people go over to Japan. Is they'll teach English.
Well, I don't know. That might leave you out too, Olivia.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I barely speak English.
You take a course.
I basically did.
It's called high school. No, I mean, it would be really cool. I don't know. It would be cool to go and do that. I don't know what the requirements are. Like, if you get one of these homes that you buy $1 for, like, what's the requirement for citizenship?
I think you have to like if my memory serves, you have to put money into like the local economy and you have to become a citizen. And I think you have to like preserve the house in like some kind of historical way. But I could be wrong.
No, I mean, I think I've read along the same lines, but I don't know. It would be interesting to find out how you could do that. Maybe that's what we need to do as a family. The podcast is moving to Italy, guys. We're all self-employed.
In Italy.
What happens in Italy?
I mean, there's a lot of shit that happens in Italy.
There's woods, right? Well, I don't know that I want to talk about what happens in Italy. There's still some mafia activity over there.
That is
I'm not
true.
trying to die.
Mafia, please disregard anything. Like,
You heard nothing.
Yeah,
you heard nothing.
heard
I said nothing.
Utmost
Like,
respect.
Yes.
But remember that, like, didn't we do an entire podcast about how the mafia are helping climate
in
change?
Las Vegas.
Yeah, in Vegas.
We were thanking them,
So
though. We did thank them.
we did
Yeah.
thank them. Yes.
Yeah. So are we
But
really
that's-
on the side of the mafia or are we not?
I didn't say I was on anybody's side. I'm not
Where'd you
choosing
say?
sides.
Don't
Whoa,
come at me.
whoa. Hey, now. We're not picking sides. I'm just saying, in that case, that was the mafia in Las Vegas, which I'm sure has ties to other mafia in other locations. But I'm talking about the old school OG Italian mafia from Italy. We don't fuck with them.
Period.
I
In the
value
most
my life.
respectful way.
Yeah,
we don't
exactly.
fuck with them.
They're saying the home may cost $1. Other expenses can add up. Closing costs can reach upwards to $4,000, and renovations can cost anywhere from $20,000 to $40,000 or more, depending on the home and the state it's in.
I mean, I think that's doable. Let's do it.
Yeah, I think considering the housing market here in the U.S., like that's actually really affordable.
We also can make it like an Airbnb too.
I don't. Maybe they have requirements on that or something. I don't know.
Because I mean, are you like renting or are you buying?
It's yours. I think it's yours.
Yeah. We can do like a vacation home or like.
Are we
you know
moving
how, like,
to
people
Italy?
Have beach houses.
I think we're really talking about this right now. I think this is a discussion. I had no idea.
That went so sideways so fast.
It really
did.
did.
I
I mean,
mean-
kind of. We're still on the topic of Italy.
All right. More to come.
Yeah, we'll
put
keep
it up on
everybody posted.
Instagram.
Yeah. Should we move to Italy?
I mean, who's going to say no? Who's going to say no to that? I don't know. If
My
anybody's
anxiety.
I mean, the only thing that would work there really is like if we all got remote jobs.
completely doable. Completely doable.
I will
But
be a call center person if I could live in Italy.
For
It would be our luck, though, that where we moved and bought didn't have any internet.
I mean,
Probably.
Thought
Yeah.
you were going to say it was haunted.
Well, that too.
Oh, well, that, I mean,
well, we
hello,
can handle
that's-
that.
That's the other podcast.
Right. That we could discuss. Hauntings in Italy, which I'm sure
Italian
is a thing.
hauntings.
Right. We're going to meet ghosts who speak Italian. That's how we're going to learn Italian.
So yeah,
By the ghosts.
we'll need to find out where this guy lives and then buy a house for $1 in his town,
Yeah.
and then we'd know where to get all the good stuff.
Right.
I'm a little too down. Like, my mania says, like, let's go now. Let's evacuate.
I don't know. I think that we could really put some thought and effort into this and actually make this a thing. Getting the animals over might be a problem.
Nah.
Getting the
Okay.
cars over might be a problem.
I don't need a car. We're in Italy. I don't need a
need my
car.
car.
We're going to get a
We're in
Vespa.
Italy.
I need
Everyone
my.
is just going to wheel me around in a wheelchair. That is how
Wait,
I
you're
will
going to get a
around.
motorized scooter, honey.
No,
Yes.
I'm not.
You're going to
beeping
get
around.
the cutest Vespa motorized scooter there ever would be.
No, I want my big ass hybrid car in Italy that will not make it through those narrow
No.
streets.
Never.
Good luck
You'd-
with that.
But
It'll
I
be
want it.
parked.
I want it.
Well, good luck with that. I won't fund that. Sorry. You're going to have to figure that out and navigate it on your own.
You guys can't see this, but I did roll my eyes.
I think everybody heard it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you know, and not to crush anybody's dreams, but our next story comes to us from good old Missouri, USA, where a 78-year-old woman by the name of Bonnie Gooch That's
Is
a
this the
name.
geriatric
Gooch.
Bonnie Gooch.
Is this the geriatric
No,
episode?
no. That's
Yeah, well,
not
there is a
land,
lot
okay?
of old people.
Old people
Next,
do
you're gonna
crimes
tell
too.
us Florida retired people.
No.
Oh, okay.
No. So Bonnie Gooch was charged with 1 count of stealing or attempting to steal from a financial institution. It is alleged that she handed a note to the teller during the robbery, apologizing for scaring them, as Grandma would. When the elderly lady came into the bank and got up to the teller, she reportedly passed a note that said, quote, 13,000 small bills. Thank you. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you.
Oh, poor Granny.
She's so polite.
She was then seen on video slamming the counter and telling the teller to hurry. Not polite.
That's
Kind of a contradictory, like her in person versus her in the note. 2 separate people, I think.
I think it's just because she didn't want to get caught.
Yeah, well.
She's like, I'm too old for this shit.
She's too old for something. So this is not the first time this woman was caught and charged with this type of crime. Her first foray into robbery was in 1977 in California. And then a second time years later in Kansas City in 2020. There's quite a huge gap there.
Girl's
but-
been all over the world.
I mean, she ended up finishing her probation from the Kansas City job in 2021. So she literally was just off of probation not that long ago. Police were able to quickly catch this woman after pulling her over a couple miles away from the bank. They noted that she smelled heavily of alcohol when they caught up with her. There was also a lot of cash that was just, quote, scattered on the floorboard of the car.
That's probably
She
where
just
the
took
two
it and threw
different-
it. I don't know. It was like she's drunk and she's throwing the cash in the car
She's not drunk. It's a new perfume from France.
that smells like alcohol. Okay.
That's probably where the 2 different people came from.
What's her name? Bonnie.
Bonnie Gooch.
Come on, Bonnie.
Yeah. Miss Bonnie.
Miss Bonnie.
Miss
She's
Bonnie.
my hero.
It's Miss Gooch.
Well, not if you're from the South. Everybody is Miss in their first name.
Miss Bonnie
or,
Gooch.
Or Auntie.
Miss Bonnie.
Miss Bonnie Gooch. Yeah. Miss Bonnie Gooch. That is a fucking hell of a name, though. I'm not going to lie. I kind of like it.
I'm just saying, if you have done this multiple times, don't you think you would have got it right?
She seems like she would be a pink lady to me.
Oh, for sure.
yeah. Bonnie Gooch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bonnie Gooch
We
with
need
her
a
cat
song
eyes.
for her.
We do need a song for her with her little cat
About-
eyes
It'll be like Beauty School Dropout, except
Right.
about robbing banks.
about robbing banks. So we need
Oh, yeah.
Ricky Valley to.
Grow up in a bank?
That's his name, right? Ricky Valley? Is that the singer's name?
I don't remember.
Is that his name? Richie Valley.
Frankie,
Frankie? Okay.
It was
I
close.
was, I was there. I was so close.
the trauma.
I'm sorry. I knew it wasn't right when I
Frankie
said
Valley.
it, but I couldn't think of it. Frankie Valley. Yeah. Thank you.
But instead of
The
like
fact
the
that you know
diner-
this.
I'm ashamed of all of you.
I know.
I
The
don't
two
know
choir
nobody's
kids.
no. I don't know anybody's name.
Okay. I would have
I
figured
know
it out.
what he
without-
looks like. I don't know his name.
I don't know him.
Literally, I don't know him.
I'm just thinking about how I'm going to go to beauty school and then drop out so that I can play that song every day.
Why would you want to drop out of beauty school?
I don't know, but I
To
kind of
be
want to
iconic.
do it.
Just don't
To be iconic.
don't dye your hair yellow like
Oh.
a pineapple. You look like a pineapple. Okay, we're off topic again. I just
How does that happen?
I
at
don't know.
WTF?
How does that happen?
You get us in here. That's
So
why.
what happened to Bonnie Gooch?
Well, she got released on $25,000 bail.
That's
What?
It.
She's awaiting her.
That's what
her
she
sen-
got from
yeah.
the bank.
No, she didn't. She only got 13.
What?
The first bank maybe you didn't know of.
I mean, that's the thing. She's been charged 3 times and served some time and did some
She was like
repaying
third
to
time's a
society.
charm.
But maybe she's done this other times and gotten away with it. We don't know. That's a huge gap to go in between 77 to 2020.
That's true.
That's a huge, that's what, 23 years?
23
many
years.
years is
That's
that?
Don't ask me
like,
to math.
it's 30, like almost 50 years.
Is it really?
Yeah, from 1970 to 2020, that's 50 years.
No, I'm not 50 years old.
80.
Yeah, because you were born in
78.
78.
Right,
So,
that is 1977.
So
It's a year younger than you.
It's almost 50.
Shut the fuck up, man.
I'm dead.
I'm not coming at
43
you.
43 years. I was very wrong in my math, but 43 years.
It's like close to 50.
That
Oh
is
my God,
not
I
close to
can't stand
50.
That's a round
and
down.
Yes. A 3 is a round down. So technically she's 21.
Exactly.
So.
No, I'm not 21, but that's
Yes.
And before
she
you
is.
guys at me in the comments, it's Frankie Avalon. Sorry.
okay. Oh, fuck, we were all wrong.
We were
Where did I get?
so
See,
off.
there
I
is
don't
a
know
Ritchie
where
Valley.
all-
There's a valley. Somebody's named
Frankie
Valley.
Valens.
Frankie Valley. Valens. Oh my God. I'm horrible.
You guys need to get
She
it
brought us into
together.
this. She was like, we all sucked at this. What is this all?
I didn't
was
say
you two.
shit.
Dead.
Okay, well, you didn't even know.
No, because I didn't try and
Just English.
No.
I didn't butcher his name, just the English language.
Yeah. It's fine.
See,
It's
it may be
fine.
beneficial to move to Japan for you. That way you can just learn a whole new language and not butcher that one.
I think I might.
See?
Maybe you'd be really good at it.
I don't know. I sucked
Maybe
at
it's-
Spanish.
Well, yeah, but maybe Japanese would be easier for you. Maybe your mind is wired for Japanese.
I don't know, because I couldn't even learn Tagalog. Like, I couldn't even say the stuff
Okay, but those are all Latin-based
Yeah, they're all
languages.
Latin-based.
Oh.
Maybe
Which
this
is-
one would be.
And English is Latin-based.
Maybe.
Japanese is not Latin-based.
I don't know. But it's
It could be. You never know.
maybe.
Yeah. All right. Now, here's an update I'm sure we've all been waiting for. In January of this year, the New York Post put an article online that there was reports that Carol Baskin's husband, Don Lewis, isn't actually dead at all.
What?
What?
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
I heard about that.
Right? So
Tried to block it out.
For real.
Wait, what?
apparently there are reports that he has been found alive and well, living in Costa Rica as one does. And the news has been out since 2021, but nobody really took notice apparently. It's just been out there hiding in plain sight.
Isn't that what she said all along?
I mean, she kind of hinted that
Yeah,
she
he
just
got on
didn't
a
really
plane,
know, and
yeah.
that he got on a
He was on
plane,
a
and
plane.
he was on a plane, but they don't know where the plane went, if I remember correctly. She assumes that he went to Costa Rica because she had like proof that maybe, if I'm remembering correctly, that he took some money with him and they had property down there, and he was trying to figure out how to like import, export more tigers and other animals. And so he had connections there, but she's saying that the connections that he had there came into the U.S. and killed him because he was tied up in things that were like nefarious. So I don't think she said that he was there. I think it's been said, though, by some people that possibly he went there. But I don't know that she specifically said that. She just said there were ties.
It's all very convoluted, but he's alive.
Very. So apparently there's some proof that, well, I don't know. We'll see. She reported that she wasn't aware that there was any information out regarding this until the sequel of the Tiger King Netflix series in 2021. And apparently there's information out that the Department of Homeland Security has been in touch with Don Lewis. So we can just all stop alleging that he was murdered and buried under her septic tank on her property.
Yeah, Joe.
Yeah.
No, I will not.
Kind of makes me want to watch Tiger King again because that was just such an abrupt cultural moment.
Oh my God, it was
Fever
perfect
dream.
for COVID.
Fever
It really
dream.
was a COVID fever dream.
I think I watched it in like 24 hours.
I mean, I didn't stop when it came out. I watched it and then I researched and then I watched it again and researched more. Yeah, it was crazy.
Am I the only one that's thinking of that TikTok song, Carol Baskin?
No.
Killed her
him.
husband, whacked him.
Oh yeah.
Can't tell me
yeah.
that it didn't happen.
Yeah,
That classic song
that's all I'm hearing in my head.
from days of yore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was at the end of our bonus episode.
Yeah.
Was it?
We did a bonus episode on this exact thing.
Yeah.
Because I was really like, oh my God, like, no, everybody's like, it was one episode of the series talking about her husband. And then it's just kind of glazed over. Like, they do this deep dive on all of this stuff. And then they just go into this next episode. It was like episode 3 or 4 or 2. And then they go into the next episode and it's like it never happened. Like it was never discussed. They just glazed over it completely. And I was like, wait a minute, what the fuck are we talking about here?
It's Netflix.
It is
for the
I
Netflix,
was
drama.
man.
literally just about to say that. Like it's
They
Netflix.
really are. Yeah. Baskin is quoted as saying, quote, "They said my husband, Don Lewis, is alive and well in Costa Rica," during an interview on a morning show. Quote, "One of the really exciting things that came out of Tiger King 2 is that they produced a letter from Homeland Security, and it says that a special agent in charge with the FBI at Homeland Security reached out to the sheriff's detective, Jorge Fernandez, which means this had to have happened after 2002 because Homeland Security wasn't around until 2002. You really just said a lot of things that didn't say anything. I mean, honestly.
It's giving nothing.
Right. So Lewis, if he is alive, he would be like 84 years old.
Wild.
Which he could be alive. I mean, 84-year-old people are alive, obviously. But
Obviously.
I thought they were a meth.
there's a good possibility he's also not alive. I mean, let's just be real. There's a large possibility that maybe he did go down to Costa Rica and he died of natural causes. I don't feel like he is with us among the living. I'm just going to say wherever the case may be. Funny thing is the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office did not confirm that any of this information has been provided to them. So she claims that the, sheriff's office had all this information. They're saying they don't. The case is still open as a missing persons case that they are trying to get leads on and still working. So if they had this information and it was credible, I think they would close the case. That's just a thought.
Is she like delusional?
Have you seen what she wears? Have you
like
seen
scared
her,
for her.
podcast, like her videos and shit?
Yes.
She's absolutely incredible. She is a queen. She serves. I love her. She is an icon. I want to be her.
I don't share in that sentiment.
What? Literally, what the fuck?
Well, she's just so ridiculous. She makes sense.
But like she gets away with it too.
yeah.
I mean, true
Yeah.
that. But I mean, is that just a case of another white woman who's just nobody
I'm
argues with
so
her?
dead.
I'm.
I mean, yeah.
Can
an
I-
older white woman.
Can I call her out
Can I talk my shit?
as a white woman? Can I say some shit about elderly white women?
I don't know.
Absolutely.
I just want to be like so like disconnected from everything that it makes sense to be that way.
So you want a cult?
Yes.
You want to be in a cult, or you want to be the leader of a cult
Absolutely.
about tigers?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
I think it would be a fun time to be a
I
cult
mean, at
leader.
some point, she will no longer be with us living.
Haven't we like said this before
What?
about cults? I feel like this has come up before that we said it would be fun to be like a cult leader.
Oh, yeah. No, we totally have discussed that.
Oh, yeah. I'm pretty sure we were talking about how the family should become a cult.
Oh my God, what do we want to worship?
We were trying to figure that out, I think. I think that's what
I
our
think that
conversation
we were
was.
paused. I think that's going to have to become a table discussion along with the Italy thing.
I
Yeah.
vote spam.
Ew.
You vote what?
Spam?
Like, what about it?
You want to worship spam?
Because it's so ridiculous.
How do we turn that into a religious experience? Like, is the sodium so high that the, like, our
You're closer to God.
our metabolic things are going to change. Like
It fries so
frequency,
well.
we're going to communicate with aliens because of the sodium levels in our body.
Yes. It creates an antenna.
Did I crack the code?
Yes. Spam brings you closer to the aliens.
I think I'm done now.
I would like off this ride, please.
It's time for me to leave.
It just fries so well and turns into spam musubi. Like, it's kind of like a perfect food.
I mean, spam is, I hate
spam, but I love it.
Oh my God,
I just-
I
spam
hate
musubi.
spam.
I love spam
What?
musubi.
I hate spam.
Spam is amazing.
It has to be cooked.
Olivia, go to your room.
I know. I know. I hate spam.
I don't know who you. I just some days I don't know whose child you are.
The mailman's child. I'll say it now and I'll say it again. The mailman's child.
A male lady's child.
She
No.
was a male
was a
woman.
lady.
She was a woman.
Man. It was a man.
Okay. When did you meet this mailman?
I didn't meet them. I just came from them.
For a second, I thought you were saying like not mailman, but like a male man. And I was like, wait,
As
aren't men
opposed to a
inherently
female man?
males?
Okay, we don't need to unpack gender
That's
theory.
a whole different discussion.
Oh man. Okay. All right, and this is, I guess, the perfect segue into our Florida fuckery.
Yeah!
Oh my God.
That was so aggressive.
You should
Really
make
like
that
that.
into a button.
You should. You should make that into a button. Do you not have a theme song for that?
Florida?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Missed opportunity, man.
Yeah.
All right. In February of 2016, the Washington Post reported a story that a Jupiter, Florida man was charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Any guesses on what the weapon was?
A piece of wood.
Nope.
A machete.
No.
I was going to say machete. I'm not sure.
A fork.
A meth pipe.
No.
A can of spam.
No.
You said it was a perfect segue.
A belt.
But I
Right.
did. Yeah. I just meant craziness wise.
I don't know.
Is it a belt?
No.
A hat?
No.
A beer
A
can?
shoe.
No.
A car.
A dildo.
Oh, my God. That would be crazy, but no.
Just waving a dildo around.
All right. Well, you guys are all wrong. So 24-year-old Joshua James was arrested after throwing a 3.5-foot alligator through a Wendy's drive-through window, apparently as a prank.
Where's Christy?
I know, right?
Don't molest the gators.
Don't molest the gators. Apparently this is why.
Why does that make sense, though?
I'm upset.
Why did no one say alligator?
For real.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I thought everybody would have. We were
fucking
talking about
cat.
Tiger King. We were talking about cults. We were talking about weird shit. And
But that's the thing is, with Florida, you never know.
you never know.
Someone could come around with the hat and just hit you in the face, and
Yeah,
I
it
don't
could
know,
be
it'll
like a
turn
hat
into a
that
story.
has ninja stars on it or something.
yeah.
Right. The amount of possibilities are endless. Really.
Yes,
Yeah.
especially with Florida.
Yeah. So he was also charged with the unlawful sale, possession, or transporting of an alligator and petty theft. I'm not sure where the petty theft came in from. It must relate to the alligator. I don't know where he got this alligator. The incident that occurred in October of 2015 was all for shits and giggles, as his parents reported that he just loves to pull pranks and is always doing stuff like this because he thinks it's funny.
He was just in a silly, goofy mood.
Yeah.
I mean, just get an alligator and throw it around.
Yeah, it's 1 a.m. on a, Tuesday night. What you gonna do? Fucking Wendy's is open.
Let
Let's
him
go fuck
slay.
around.
At the big age of 24, you're fucking around on a Tuesday night with an alligator
Apparently.
at
Yeah.
your big age.
Yeah.
Okay, but is he really 24? He's
That's what they
probably
said.
like 15.
Mentally, maybe.
That's what I mean.
So this particular prank was supposed to be directed at an employee that he knew who was working that night.
Oh my God.
Quote, while the attendant has her back to the window and is at her register, the male driver reaches across the inside of his vehicle in the passenger area and throws an alligator from his vehicle into the drive-through window. The report reads, end quote.
Okay. I don't know why, but I thought he was like swinging it through his window, like sideways.
It's 3.5
not
feet.
Just like football throwing
Okay,
it.
but either way, you're going to throw an alligator at me when my back is turned?
Right,
Yeah.
right.
We're not friends.
My other question is, how did he capture said alligator and also keep it from like eating him
Right.
In the car.
in the car?
Exactly.
Florida.
I mean, Florida has some great drugs. They're so disassociated.
I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, Florida.
So, of course, police were called. They were quickly able to come and retrieve the alligator without harming it or themselves, and an officer released it in a nearby canal.
That's frightening.
Just return it to where it came.
The nearest.
Go be free, boy.
Yeah.
I mean, what are they going to do? Put it in the weapons locker
I mean, right.
for evidence?
Put it in like
Swab
an
it.
actual like swamp or something, just in the closest canal. You know, be free.
I mean, it is what it is. It's like those
What about his
childhood.
family?
For real.
I
he got
mean,
kidnapped
he's 3.5
from.
feet, so it's not an adult.
He's a baby.
He's a little
He's
baby.
just a baby.
I'm upset.
He's just a little baby.
Do you imagine somebody taking an actual human baby and throwing at somebody through a drive-through window as a prank? Like, that's effectively
I mean, that's
what happened.
It's quite the equivalent. Yeah.
Literally, I could just picture
Maybe
him.
a toddler,
baby.
not a baby.
Yeah.
I mean, why not just take it to the baby safety deposit box instead of throwing it?
And the clear
Right.
one at that.
The clear one.
Right. The new upgraded ones.
Yes.
Right.
Don't throw
There's
your
no
young.
Don't throw your younglings
Well, at
through the
least we don't
drive-through
eat
windows.
them. At least we don't eat them like other people do. Or like other species.
What?
Not people.
Oh my God. Okay. We've taken a huge turn at this point, which, all right. That's where we went. And now it's time for Cass's fun fact.
Do tell us your fun fact, Aunt Cass.
Hi. Okay, so what do you guys think the oldest surviving law is?
Law?
Yeah, like law or code of law. Like, what's the oldest you think that there is in the world?
Something really ridiculous about
Stealing.
sex.
Okay. Well, okay. So, I mean, like the oldest recorded
Are we
laws.
talking, so internationally, like worldwide?
Yes.
Oh, so we're talking like biblical times or like when dinosaurs were around? I don't know. What are we
Yes,
talking
the
about?
dinosaurs had a code of conduct.
I mean, they might have. I don't know. Who's to say that they were not intelligent life forms? I don't know. I was not here.
I mean, we don't know.
Right. I don't know. I'm going to say it's probably something like maybe Egyptian.
Close,
Oh.
actually. So it's the code of Namu. It's the oldest law code surviving today. It is from Mesopotamia, and it is written on clay tablets in the Sumerian language. It's been dated from 21 to 2050 BCE.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So just some fun, like, what was in it. If a man commits a murder, then he must be killed. If a man commits a robbery, then he will be killed. If a man commits a kidnapping, he has to be imprisoned and pay 5 shekels of silver. I'm not sure what a shekel is, but I'm assuming it's a money. If a man divorces his first-time wife, he shall pay her 1 mina of silver.
Oh, they had divorce.
Yeah, they had divorce. If it is a former widow he divorces, he shall pay her half a mina of silver. If a man had slept with the widow without having there been any marriage contract, he does not have to pay any silver.
Oh, scandal.
Scandal. If a slave escapes the city limits and someone returns him, the owner shall pay 2 shekels to the one who returned him. Yeah, so just some fun laws from like 4,000 years ago. I was kind of like, oh, that's interesting.
I was kind of right.
You were kind of right.
What did you say?
I said something relating to sex.
Yeah, they had laws about sex, which is just, I mean, clearly, you have to. Everything must be regulated.
I mean, that's how society works.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's my fun fact. Oldest surviving law, Code of Namu. I'm probably butchering the fuck out of that. But yeah.
I mean, who's to say? I don't know how to translate Sumerian, so.
But yeah, that's my fun fact. Ancient laws.
All right, our last story comes out of Tennessee, where a member of the Air National Guardsmen was looking for a second source of income to help support his family.
Ooh, what do you do, DoorDash?
Oh, you know, literally I had written down here that most people would search for a part-time job or maybe do some door dashing. But this gentleman decided to look online. So the story, which was posted on CBS News just this month, the FBI alleges that Josiah Ernesto Garcia was a person who applied on a website called Hire a Hitman.
Oh.
Yeah.
No.
He applied for this line of work on a website that has been going for a while, but this was in February of this year, so this is a brand new story. Something crazy to me is that in order to apply for work on this website, you have to give your address and a birth date. What? Even better, apparently, you need to give a headshot, a resume, and your identifying documentation, such as a driver's license and your social security number for W-4 documentation.
Is this literally
FBI
just...
set this damn thing up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's such a trap.
Yeah, so this website's been going since the early 2000s, and so far they've arrested like 30 people who have applied and actually like showed up to like be quote unquote interviewed and have accepted a quote unquote hit to take out on somebody for payment.
I love that.
It's crazy.
I mean, like you just said, my first thought wouldn't be, hey, I really need some money right now. I think I'm going to go be a hitman.
Right.
I think that's what I might do.
And then to reasonably assume that there's going to be a website that you can just apply for this job. And,
no strings.
And that nobody is monitoring this in any way. That it really is just, I mean,
it's that easy.
Honesty and trust amongst thieves. I'm going to apply on a website for a job to be a hitman. And I'm trusting that these people are going to give me a job to go kill somebody. Like the level of
easy.
Yeah.
The audacity.
With just your social security number and all of your identification cards, you can sign up to be a hitman.
Right. Yeah.
Well, clearly he was on the wrong internet, because if he went on the deep web, he might have actually been able to figure that out. Like,
probably would
happened.
have. Yes.
But like you have to have special VPNs and shit to get on the deep web.
Yeah. Well, some people just don't know.
I kind of want to go on the deep web.
Do not go on the deep web. Oh my God, stop it.
I want to sell a kidney.
Okay, you're not coming to Italy with us. I can't bring that to Italy. Do you know like what would happen to us in Italy?
They'd like hang us upside down.
I don't even want to know. You can't come if that's what
They'll
you're doing.
do like the cartoon thing where they'll put you upside down, but like you're hanging off like a balcony or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Sounds hot.
No. So Garcia's resume indicated he was an expert marksman and had been employed in the Air National Guard. It was confirmed that Garcia is an airman first class, and he joined the National Guard in 2021. He was also eager to find work, so he persistently contacted administrators on this website, stating he was, quote, eager to work as soon as possible, end quote. They apparently replied to him that, quote, a field coordinator will be in touch in the near future. You will receive a message when they are ready. Timing is based on client needs. He was contacted earlier this month, so April, when a FBI agent playing as a quote unquote field coordinator for the Hitman site, reached out to him and set up an interview of sorts. He was asked all the usual questions. Tell me a little bit about your background and what are you trying to get into this line of work for? And,
where do you see yourself in 5 years?
All these basic questions that we all get asked now. Garcia reportedly stated he needed some flexibility because he was going back to school next year. He said he wanted something exciting, but law enforcement wasn't for him, allegedly adding, quote, "I've been looking into this for some time now. I was looking for a way to make good money," end quote. If you were looking into it for any amount of time, you would have seen that this website is like a BS website because it's not a secret. It's not a secret that this is what the FBI uses this for, like at all. You can clearly find that when you research. So you have not looked at this at all. I don't know. People don't click and give your personal information on websites.
Or do.
I mean, yeah, or do.
Fuck
That's
around
fine.
and find out.
Face
Yeah.
the consequences.
Why not?
Reportedly, the two set terms, which Garcia agreed to doing a hit for the amount of $5,000. It's not enough. Right. That's not enough.
Come on, man.
Right?
It's his first one.
Don't short sell yourself, though. At $5,000, come on now.
He's unproven.
The two then met again a couple of days later, where Garcia accepted a down payment of $2,500 and information on a fictional hit to carry out. He asked if he had to give proof in the form of a picture of the hit being carried out. And after that, the FBI agent arrested him on site.
Okay, so this is just this reminds me. So when you DoorDash, if you say don't hand it to me, just leave it at my door, you have to take a picture to prove that you delivered it.
Right.
So it's kind of like Hitman DoorDash.
I mean, kind of.
I'm living for
That's
that.
what it is. Like hitmen are basically
Right.
DoorDash killers.
Yeah, right.
But I don't. All I know is what I've seen in movies where they're just calling the person and just saying it's done, and that's it.
There used to be a thing because it would be in the paper the next day.
Yeah.
And everyone read the paper, but good luck finding a newspaper.
That's not done anymore.
Oh my God, as soon as someone dies, in some mysterious way, 14,000 TikTok users are already talking about how the world is just they'll deep dive. It's crazy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
TikTok is crazy, man.
Yeah, it could be instant reporting. Garcia is being charged with the use of interstate facilities in the commission of a murder for hire and could face up to 10 years in prison for that.
He doesn't have to worry about money anymore.
Well, that's the thing. I think
he does. He put stuff on my books, man.
Well, after he was arrested, he said that he actually was having problems paying rent, and he was just trying to make sure that his family was supported. And so I don't know if that's the truth or not, but
it's called a job.
Well, he worked for the National Guard, though. I mean,
yeah, that's part time. That's not full time.
No, but
he could have gone back to a different.
There are other things that you could do.
I mean,
he was an airman. He could have stayed in the Air Force.
How old was he?
I think he was in his 20s. I don't think I kept that information. He was young. He was younger, 20s.
Yeah, he definitely could have gone back and was in the Air Force or something in a different part of the Army.
Well, he was in the Air National Guard. He just wanted to do it part time. He didn't want to do it full time.
Well,
then don't complain when you don't have money.
Right.
In this economy?
Yeah, you can't survive off a part-time job. Even
you don't
in
live
Tennessee.
To work, you work to live.
Even in Tennessee, you're not going to get rich off of part-time work with the National Guard. So I don't know. I wish him well. Hopefully his family is good.
Wish you well, ex-airman.
Yeah. That it's really sad.
Yeah, now he's gonna have to get a different job if he ever comes out.
Good luck getting a job as a felon.
Yeah.
I mean,
He could work at Dunkin' Donuts. They hire felons.
I mean, that's fine. Are they in Tennessee? I don't know.
They're not here.
I have no good.
Kind of sad.
good faith about what type of job he's going to be able to get in Tennessee. And kind of rightfully so. Once you've proven that you will take out a hit on a man, like on a person that you don't even know for money, I'm not sure that I want you in society.
Oh, I'm here for it. I'm so here for it.
You're just saying yes to everything today. Everything with you is yes.
Yes.
Absolutely. Yeah. All right. Well, that's all we got for this week's What the Fuck. Thanks for joining us, and make sure to tune in next week for more fuckery. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Toodaloo.